Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am so excited to be bringing you guys this video today because it is in collaboration with Ulta, and I am freaking addicted to Ulta. The shopping center that I normally shop at has an Ulta, so I'm there all the time. If you guys ever run into me at an Ulta, make sure you come up and say hi. We can shop together, feed the addiction, you know how it goes. And I think what I really love about Ulta is the fact that they carry drugstore, high-end, and everything in between. So it's kind of like your one-stop shop. And this video is in celebration of them bringing Buxom to their stores. They currently sell it online, but they are going to be carrying it in store on February 28th. Buxom is really well known for their lip products. However, they carry a variety of other items like shadows, foundations, bronzers, you name it. They have a little bit of everything. And as soon as I saw that they had a lip gloss named after me, this is their lip polish in the shade Melissa, I knew that I wanted to create for you guys my go-to look, a look that is me, what I would probably be wearing if you were to run into me just in LA, running errands. So this look is very much my go-to everyday look. If you're interested and want to see how I created it, keep on watching. Alright, so the way I do my everyday makeup is actually really different from when I'm getting glammed up. Instead of using a foundation, I love using a tinted moisturizer, BB cream, or a CC cream. Something that's really light, breathable, has an SPF, and is hydrating. So in this case, I'm using the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Full Coverage Cream, but I also like to mix in a liquid illuminator to really sheer out whatever cream product I'm putting on my skin. So for this look, I'm using Buxom's Divine Goddess Luminizer. This luminizer is so beautiful, you guys. It has such a pretty color to it. It looks really natural on the skin. It's not glittery. It just adds that really nice sheen to the skin. So I'm gonna be mixing in more luminizer than actual CC cream. For a daytime look, I really like the skin to show through. I don't really like to fully cover it. I like it to look just really natural or like my skin, but better. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two products together on the back of my hand. As you can see, I used way more illuminator than actual CC cream. That little dot on the top right there is CC cream. Everything else is luminizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and swirl these together and then just start applying it to my skin. I also purchased these beauty sponges from Ulta. They're just like the Beauty Blender. The texture is really soft. A lot of the dupes I see out there for beauty blenders are actually really dense and not as soft and cushiony. This one feels really nice, and it was only $4.99 for two of these guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with my fingers and then blend it out with a sponge to even it out. This routine that I'm showing you guys is mostly for a look worn out in the daytime, which is why I like the skin to just look really natural, healthy, and clean, not too much coverage. I'm going to use a tiny bit of concealer around the nose and underneath the eyes. I don't really care to cover up imperfections every single day. That's mostly for special events or when I'm trying to get glammed up, but normally I'll let my sunspots and like little blemishes sort of show through because I'm not trying to look perfect. I'm just trying to look fresh. And I'm using the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. And I actually went in with a little more concealer than I wanted to, but it's okay because this sponge is going to help blend that out. And after that, I'm just going in with my Maybelline Shine Free powder and that same sponge to set the concealer and any other areas that look a little too shiny. Can you lay down so I can keep filming? Good girl. Next, I'm going to be going in with a powder highlight and just lightly dusting it across the face because once you add powder, it takes away some of the dewiness you already had. So I'm going to be using Angel from the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay palette, and I'm just going to dust it across my face. So I'm still going to focus it on the high points of the face, but go a little crazy with it and dust it all over. And I'm using a tiny fan brush to make sure I'm really light-handed with it and I'm not really intensely highlighting. I feel like that doesn't really look good in natural daylight. It's definitely more of an evening look. So with the fan brush, I'm being really light with it. Next up, I'm going to be warming up the skin and doing a little contouring with my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I'm not going to be too precise with it. I'm going to really focus on the normal areas that I would apply it, like the hollows of the cheek, temples, and jawline. But I'm also gonna add a little more across the entire face, just like I did with the highlighter. I'm also gonna be applying this bronzer to my cheeks because I never really know if I want to add blush or not. I sort of decide that at the end, depending on how pale or flat I feel like I look, so I'll save that step for later. So up next, I'm gonna be filling in my brows using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. As you guys can tell, I don't really have a set routine for my everyday makeup. I kind of just jump around from step to step. I don't know. I just do whatever I feel like doing at the moment, I guess, when it comes to everyday makeup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows with this next. So I don't know if you guys noticed earlier when I was setting with powder that I also set the lids with powder, and that's because when I'm doing an everyday makeup look, I don't ever use an eyeshadow primer. I tend to use whatever's on my skin, on my lids, to even them out, set with powder, and then I just toss a color into the crease and call it a day. So I'm just gonna pick up this really neutral brown from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. It's called Rebel, and I'm just gonna toss it into the crease and just really blend it out. This is just going to really accentuate the eyes, define the eyes. You can also use your bronzer for this. I just decided to use a shadow because I think most of you guys are accustomed to using a shadow, so I'm just gonna go in with this guy. Toss it into the crease, blend it out, buff it out. You don't want it to be too harsh. You just want it to really define the eye shape. And that's even a little too much for me, so I'm just gonna blend it out real quick. So just really diffuse that eyeshadow. You don't want it to look sharp. You just want it to, again, enhance the eyes. This is why bronzer works well for it, because it's always a neutral brown shadow that I toss into the crease. I'm also gonna run this exact same shadow along the lower lash line. And then again, just blend it all out so it looks really soft. And then I'm gonna take that same highlight that I used on my entire face, which was Angel from the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay blush palette, and I'm just gonna use my finger to press it onto the lid to add a little bit of a glow and a shimmer there, and also to the inner corner. And then I'm again gonna blend it out with that large blending brush. And the eyes are done. Now I'm just going to go in with some mascara. I'm using Superhero Mascara from IT Cosmetics. And I'm also gonna set my brows in place with a clear brow gel. Always gotta set the brows in place because if not, they look crazy by the end of the day. As much as I trim them, they still end up all over the place. And for the lips, I also like to pick a color that's really close to my natural lip color, just enhance it. Just like how I did with the skin, I didn't cover it up, I just enhanced it. So for the lip color, I'm using Buxom's Full On lipstick in the matte formula. This is the color Dolly. I'm just going to lightly apply it all over my lips. As you can tell, it's really close to my natural lip color, just sort of enhancing it and adding a little more color. I really love that all the Buxom lip products have that tingly sensation to it. I really like how refreshing it feels. And actually the luminizer I used has that feeling as well. When I first tried it, I was like, whoa, my face feels really fresh. But I just read the back of the bottle and it says, for an incandescent glow and light refreshing sensation. So I really like that. I don't know, it makes me feel like awake and ready to go. I don't know. And to top it all off, I'm going in with Buxom's lip polish in Melissa, of course. And rather than do this, I see a lot of people applying lip gloss like that over a lip color. I find that that just kind of ruins whatever lip color you put on before. I like to put it on the back of my hand and then just dab it onto the center of the lip. And here you have the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Remember to go and check out Buxom at ulta.com. Again, it will be in stores on February 28th. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. So I see you in the next one. Bye guys. Oh, hey. Oh, what's up? You want a little highlight? What you want? You know I ate some peanut butter, huh?